Hello there, welcome back to the channel. And if you've never joined us before, welcome. I hope you stick around. My name's Phil and I present the Lost Weekends YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about, in particular, the modifications that we did to our Caravan. The Caravan is now 3 years old from new. We did do some mods over a 3-year period and we've got to ask the question, have they worked? So let's take a look. So the first modification we're going to take a look at, what we did on the Caravan, was the blown air heating. Now, as we all know, blown air heating, it's great, but it doesn't circulate throughout the Caravan properly. You get cold spots in the bedroom and also in the bathroom area. Now, what we noticed on this particular model, this is a Sprite Major 4 SB, is a section of the pipe is underneath the Caravan here on the outside, and then it reaches a duct which goes into the bathroom. We found that this could potentially be a heat loss, so we wrapped this and we did a video on us insulating this with some plastic wrapping. So let's bob inside the Caravan and I'll explain a little bit more. So we did insulate the pipe outside and it gave us between 20 and 30% extra heat in the back of the Caravan, but it still wasn't that good, especially in the really cold snaps. So I looked online and I found out that Truma actually make a kit or a cover which is adjustable and it has a flap on it. Let me show you. Now this is what we replaced it with. They're made by Truma, which is the company that make the boiler and the heating system for my Caravan. And the previous one was just a little slatted vent. What we did was we took that out and we screwed this one in. They're very simple to replace. And what you'll see here is we have like a door. And you can close this, and what it'll do, it'll redirect the heat around the back of the van. Now we used one here and we also used one by the door as well in the lounge. Now it will cool your lounge down a little bit, but let's say if you're sleeping at night, it's ideal. Because what it'll do, it'll actually run the heat to the back of the Caravan and keep it nice and warm. So with the heating insulation of the outside pipe and these two gated vents, we've found that the heating system works really well. In fact, sometimes it gets a little bit too hot. You can never win. So the next modification we made to the Caravan was this. It was the 230 volt socket. Now there was a reason why we chose to do this, and it was quite simple. Juliet uses a CPAP machine to sleep at night and we require 230 volts. So one of the reasons why we don't go rallying, because we need that 230 volt power. Now in order to do that, unfortunately there wasn't a socket here and the lead for her machine was a little bit too short, and it meant getting an extension out, which was very annoying, especially at night when you're getting ready to go to bed. So we decided that we were going to fit this 230 volt socket, and it works really well. Juliet, it's a lot simple and easier for Juliet, and ironically on the 2019 model they actually fitted one. So now they actually come with this. In fact, I think next to it now is a USB as well, but we just stuck with the 230 volt and it's working really well and we're very happy with it. So the next thing to take a look at that we modified was the sliding door. Great idea, fantastic, however it has a design flaw in it. Now when you push it fully back like so, this handle would catch on the wall on the inside and cause it to damage, and also it would also bend the actual handle. Now when you closed it as well, it would bang against this section here, and again the same thing would happen. You would end up with marks to the actual panel, and also you would bend this handle. So I had to take the handle off, put some heat to it to straighten it. I've done that and that works fine, but we were still faced with the same problem. So how do we combat that? So I'll show you now. So in the original video what we did was we put a rubber bump stop here. And we found that that was okay, but after a while we noticed that when Alfie was with us, he would slam the door, which was causing more damage than anything, and it actually pulled it out. So I went online and I looked and I found these bump stops, and I think they're a really good idea. They've got a rubber pad on there. Now how I did it was set it up so that you could still lock this away when you're in transport mode, but at the same time it would prevent, when it's in day mode, when you're using it, as you can see there, it stops it from damaging the actual wall on the inside, and it prevents the handle because there's just enough clearance to stop the handle from getting damaged. So we fitted one here as well. Now this works as well perfectly, because as you shut the door, as I demonstrate, again this stops the actual door and the handle from catching this wall as well. And I fitted one at the bottom as well, because it stops the door from sort of moving like that, so it's perfectly straight. And this has been quite a successful little modification, and I'm really pleased with it. Might be one that you might want to consider if you have this sliding door. Okay, this one was a little simple one. It was Juliet. She'd said that she was struggling to twist to reach the loo roll, basically. So we had a look at it, and we had a towel rail which was here, and we had the loo roll which was here. So because we have to turn our toilet to a slight angle to use it, because of the space, it was making it difficult for her to twist because she has a bad back. So simply we just took the towel rail from here and we swapped it over here and put the loo roll here. It's very easy to do. It's an Allen key, and both of them are actually exactly the same design, so it's just a simple little Allen key job. Undo it, lift it off, swap it over, and jobs are good, and it works perfect for us. So the next thing that we took a look at, we have the blinds and they go down. This might get dark, but there's a lot of light comes from underneath here, and we found it a little bit disturbing at night. So we had a look and we had to think about what we could do, and we decided that we were going to add curtains to this section. Now most of the other Caravans do have them, but as this is an entry level, the Sprite doesn't come with them. So we decided that we'd try and find some that would match similar to the colour scheme that we had. We couldn't get an exact match, unfortunately. I do know that the company that do supply can actually get you material for this, but it's not cheap. It's about 40 odd quid a metre, and you're going to need a couple of metres to do this. So it's going to cost you 80 bucks just to do this. We just got some run-of-the-mill blackout curtains from Dunelm, chop them down, and they work really well, as you can see. Now the next one was the fridge itself. This is the Dometic fridge, and if you have this particular model, then you'll probably be very familiar with it. You only have to brush past the keypad here and it activates it, or it will change something and it'll bleep at you. And to be honest, it's a real nuisance. They did offer some sort of press this, hold this, do that, and it'll stop it, but it didn't work. So I thought, well, how can I fix this? And the simple answer was a piece of Perspex and some Velcro, and it just simply sits over there like so, so that when you walk past it you don't brush into the control and it doesn't set it off. And this has worked really well. In fact, so well, there's lots of people doing it now. They've picked up on this and they think it's a great idea, and so do I. I think I got it off somebody off Facebook a while ago, so it's not my invention, but I think it's a really good one. So the next thing was a warranty issue. Didn't actually record it on our warranty video for the simple reason is we were offered a replacement but chose not to because we just thought it'd go the same way. And it's the foam in these cushions. It lasted about 12 months, if that, and it sank. So I replaced it myself. I put some slightly firmer foam in it. It's a lot more comfortable and it doesn't sink. And we're really thrilled with this. Juliet finds this really comfortable now. It's not too soft. So that was the foam in the seats. So the last thing on the list of modifications we did for the Caravan was this. It was these USB dimmable lights. We replaced the little, they were very small, about that big, downlighters. They weren't very useful, and as this van didn't have any USBs in it, we thought then that's the time to get some USBs. So what you have a very simple dimmable, switch it on. You can dim this or make it brighter, and also it has 2 USB points on either side which you can charge your devices with. And I think it's a really good idea. Very simple. They're about 15 quid a piece off eBay and various other leisure outlets on the internet. Very simple. We did a video on it, but there's other videos as well. There's quite a few people done this because it is a popular modification and it's worth doing. Well everyone, that was the modifications we made to the Caravan over a 3-year period. We were quite happy with the mods that we made, and they've made life simple for us and easy, and I hope that you take something away from this that may help you with your Caravan. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button. It does help towards the algorithms for the channel. But in the meantime, bye for now.